So the story goes that we met through a mutual friend of ours.
Right, Brett Dubner.
Brett Dubner. So it was one hot summer, I was explaining to him that I'd just written a piece called 4 Vignettes for Flute and String Trio, and I was concerned about the piece because it was quite challenging and I didn't know if it was going to work or not. So he arranged for a house get-together, sort of like the Group of Six style, where you invite all of us.
Music party. Yeah.
Yes. And you all came over, and you were invited to that get-together.
That's right.
And you were playing the cello on the vignettes.
That's right. Well, that was a crazy day for me. I remember a lot of things about that day. Firstly, I remember really liking the piece. And I was kind of hungry for music that day because I actually came from the ICU right before I got to Brett's house because my mother was very ill. So I was incredibly stressed out and I just sort of was in shock. And I got there and there were these nice people and I thought, I wonder if I can play cello right now. My head is not in this space at all. And there was this really cool piece and I could just like sink my brain into it and focus and get...
Wow, I did not know this part.
I didn't tell you that part?
No.
At a symphony rehearsal with Brett, he was saying, you could ask Roger to write you a piece. I said, really? You would do that? So I remember he said I could broach the topic. And
interesting.
Really,
specifically for your technique and your style of playing, I found your enthusiasm for the vignettes inspiring, and I wanted to know more about you. So there is a time where I asked you, I said, if you're ever performing, I want to come see you play.
That I remember, yes.
And I came to New York City to...
Center,
yes,
right?
That's the one. That's when we came in. We did... I saw you play with...
I think it was Reiko.
Reiko was playing the piano. We look so young in this picture.
I don't remember when that was. I know it was in the summer. It was definitely in the summer because we always played there in the summer.
What was inspiring about listening to you play is how you have nerves of steel when you play.
Oh,
you
thanks.
play with such confidence, and I wanted that to be part of the motif of the Divertissement. This confident, majestic, imperialistic kind of procession is how I came up with the melody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it was
that way,
all based on this. So every time I hear you play the piece, the leggero, the dolce, that was my intent right from the start, and you just intuitively knew that that's the sort of playing that I wanted.
Well, it's a very well written piece. Anybody would have that intuition. But yet, I think that's the challenge because, of course, all the filigreed details are the hardest things. If we talked about difficulty, which I don't like to do, and that requires the most practice. But then they can't be emphasized. Like that's not structurally important. So I have to make sure that they're easy.
Right.
They become easy.
What are some of your favorite moments in the piece?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Now we're gonna switch, and I'm gonna interview Roger.
No.
So, tell me, Roger.
Yes.
When you're composing, so I know you said that you watched me play and you just got an idea of, my playing, but before you wrote the piece. But, all of us have tumultuous things and emotions, and so compared to Stravinsky, were you trying to not put any emotion into your piece?
Because there was so much about what I heard in you and what I thought I should write. Felt very intuitive. It was almost serendipitous. I mean, and it started with the motif, the opening motif, which I thought was, how interesting to have the cello start the piece unaccompanied, and then there's this kind of back and forth. You have the melody, the pianists have the melody, and it's kind of fragmented. But it all came together as the piece evolved.
Wow.
And our baby has grown.
Wow.
And now we have a new
Gorgeous.
publisher. Can you see that, ladies and gentlemen?
Wow. That is very
And this
chic.
is for you.
Oh my goodness.
Open up the cover.
Wow, it doesn't have all my scribbles on it. I love it.
It's
so
brand new
clean,
for
so
future
clean.
generations to
Oh my
to
gosh.
enjoy.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous. That is really beautiful.
And I wrote you a little note on the inside.
Oh.
If you can read my scribble
May I
scrabble.
read it?
Yes, please.
Dear Louise, thank you for bringing our music to life. Your music.
Our music.
But I am just a participant. Musically yours, Roger Stubblefield, 7/9/2023. That's so nice, Roger. We should do it again. I mean, we should perform the piece again.
I concur.
That's what I have to say.
Let's
And new pieces.
let's
too.
make that absolutely. Let's make that happen,
All
shall we?
right, absolutely.
All right. It's good to see you. Yeah, thank you. There was this one section of attitudes that it kind of stuck out, and I took it and with my digital technology and put synthetic instruments around it to create this opening Stubblefield Opus, this thing, and not many people realize or believe that it's actually you playing the cello, playing
that part, yeah.
with all the synthetic instruments.
That's funny.
But it's true, and Louise is the one playing it.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, though that I
So-
love. That's funny that you picked the part because that was my favorite.